Aloha.
And to you, good day.
I have a question about vibration and changing it without trying.
Changing it without frying.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right.
But actually, you know, when you're trying to change a
When
vibration...
you're what?
When you... Okay. When...
That was a change of vibration right there, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Going from trying to change to just when you change your vibration.
Okay.
Because you do all the time anyway. You're not talking about doing anything different than what you're already doing, you know. You're just becoming more aware of what you're doing so that you can do it with intention and consciousness. But you're not learning how to do it. You already do it. You do it all the time. If you didn't, you wouldn't have an experiential reality. Changing your vibration is innate to all of you. Automatic, natural. You can't help but do it. You're doing it right now. It's just a matter of becoming aware of how you're doing it, what you're doing it, why you're doing it, and then making a choice. That's all. Does that make sense?
It does, but
Yes.
Is there a way of learning to change your vibration to health without trying?
I just told you. You are changing your vibration right now. You're doing it all the time. So why are you asking me, how can I learn to change it? You're doing it right now. You just did it again, 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 just did it again, you just did it again, just did it again, you just did it again. You're doing it all the time. You don't have to learn how to change your vibration. If you want to stop trying, stop. But remember, trying to change your vibration is in and of itself a definition. It's a thing that you're doing. You're using your energy to experience trying. That's all right. Just acknowledge that that's what you're doing. That's all. And if you are then done with trying, you'll stop. If you're not done with trying, you won't. Let us explain something in this way. Please understand, every single one of you without exception, and I mean without exception, are absolutely master creators. Every single one of you. You are always manifesting instantaneously. Again, if you weren't, you wouldn't have an experiential reality. You have to always be manifesting something in order to have what you call the next moment in your reality. So you're constantly manifesting. Constantly. Now, if because of your definitions and your belief systems and what you have been taught to believe is true, you feel that you must create for yourself a manifestation of the experience of trying to do something, well, you're still actually manifesting. It's just that you're manifesting a specific thing that gives you an experience called trying to do something. But that is a manifestation. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
You see, it's really, in a sense, like you're just playing a game of hide and seek with yourself. Even though you may feel like you're trying to manifest, you are actually manifesting trying. You're already manifesting. It's just now that you have to get in touch with the fact that you may no longer prefer to manifest that. But you don't have to learn to manifest. You do it instantaneously, flawlessly, magnificently, and perfectly. You just have to get in touch with why it is you would think that manifesting the experience of trying to manifest is something that you are getting something out of. When you believe you're no longer really getting anything out of that experience, believe me, you will stop doing it. And you'll manifest something else. But it's all about definition, and it's all about how you have defined your motivation. Again, every single thing you do, again, all of you, again, without exception, every single thing you choose to do, you do for one simple motivation. It's always the same motivation in every case, without exception, without fail. You will always move toward what you define to be more pleasure and move away from what you define to be more pain. Always. Your choices will always be based on that. And yet many of you say, but I'm experiencing a lot of pain. Why am I not moving away from it? If you're finding out that pain is manifesting in your life and you don't seem to be moving away from it, it's because you have defined that what it is that's causing you pain is actually less painful than the alternative. And so you're motivated to keep doing it. As soon as you change your definition about the alternative into something that is, in that sense, less painful than what you're doing, believe me, you will instantaneously stop doing that and start doing this. Instantly. It's all a matter of how you define what it is that you think you want to do and your motivation based on that definition. That's all it's all about. So, the first thing to do would be, if you find yourself in an experience of trying to do something, ask yourself, what do I believe I'm getting out of that experience? There must be something about it I believe is serving me, even if what it's doing is keeping me away from something I think is actually even scarier. That might be a service to you. You might think it is a service. You might be defining it as a service. You may say intellectually, I would rather be doing that thing. But if something deep within you defines the doing of that thing as more scary than the thing you're already doing, you will choose the devil you know as opposed to the devil you don't. Always. So when you understand that what it is you say you want to do is actually in your best interests and really will serve you, you will instantly choose it, instantly move in that direction, and instantly stop doing the thing that you say you no longer want to do, that you're tired of. But if you keep doing it, you must not be tired enough of it yet. Or you must not have found out why you believe you need to keep doing it. And that's where getting in touch with definitions that are deep within you is so very critical and so very crucial. Because you have to understand that every single thing you do is based on what you define to be true about it, and define what you believe to be true about your relationship to it. And it's all based on what you've been taught, and that's why we initially said when we came through in this transmission that all of the things we're talking about is all about unlearning. You have to redefine your reality to experience a new reality, because you have been taught so many definitions that you simply assume are automatically true that you never question them. Here's an example that we often give to illustrate the point. Are you paying attention?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Many of you say, I know I keep doing this thing. I don't want to keep doing it. I can't help it. It's a habit. All right. But that's because you've defined a habit as something you can't help but keep doing. Our definition of a habit is this. A habit is something you do that you don't know you're doing. Once you know you're doing it, it's not a habit, it's a choice. Ooh, responsibility. Oh no, scary. No, 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 no. If you keep doing it and you know you're doing it, it's no longer a habit, it's a choice. And now comes the $64,000 or million or billion-dollar question, why would I keep doing it? Aha, now you're in control. Find out. What's the definition that says you're motivated to keep choosing a thing you say you don't want to keep choosing, but keep choosing? And if you ask why, what would I have to believe is true about this situation, about me, about my relationship to it, in order to believe, in order to define that this choice is the wisest, most beneficial choice for me to keep making? Because that's all you're doing. You're just making a choice. That's all you're doing. And you're doing it because you're motivated to make that choice, because you've defined it as the wisest choice to make in lieu of any other definition that works better for you. So find out what the definition is you're attaching to the situation that makes you keep choosing that. And when you identify what that definition is, it will suddenly become transparently obvious that you no longer need to buy into that definition as empirically true. It will just be understood that it has nothing to do with you. It may be something you earned or inherited from your parents or society or someone else, but it has nothing to do with you. And when you recognize it by identifying it and then replace it with a definition you prefer, you will find quite readily that it will take its place automatically, and that the definition will lead to a different feeling, and the different feeling will lead to a different behavior, and the different behavior will lead to different thoughts, and different thoughts will lead to a different experiential reality, and that cycle will be reinforced instead of the other cycle based on the other definition. Was that clear?
Yes.
Did that help?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Thank you.